very well set up.
Oh, but there's a very good mine set up that might end this flank unless he sees the piles and moves around the mine. Yeah, he's gonna move around
that
the
machine
mine.
gun. Is it going down? Going down? No, it escapes.
The medics are collecting casualties and making grens.
He's halfway to the Grand Squad.
This is for the fatherland. Adam, what does for the fatherland actually do? Beam?
What does for the fatherland do, Adam? What does for the fatherland do?
Oh. For the fatherland. Increases defensive capabilities when fighting in own territory.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was defensive or offensive. What's the offensive ability the werewolf has? Is it, what is it? God, I can't remember.
I think it's Zeal or something. Increases their offense at the expense of defense.
Something like that. Yeah, I think you're right.
Puma is just derived from the Sturm Armory.
And a motor pool is going up from the Americans, so it's kind of, this Puma's going to dominate for a little while. I don't think the American players...
The U.S. has enough fuel to build the MA as soon as it is ready, so...
Got the house before the Germans get in.
Yeah. Still, this is not a terribly good idea to... I mean, he's outnumbered, and anything he kills is just going to get turned into a Gren casualty.
He's already got one Gren.
Puma is going into the... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, Puma tried to base rape. Well-placed mine. Ended. Any thoughts of that? Mines are just so good in this game.
May lose this Puma.
Probably will.
Got enough bars to take out the light armor.
Does he have stickies? Do we know?
It doesn't need stickies at this point.
I guess he's just gonna kill it with bars.
Wow. That's pretty ballsy.
I'm surprised that Ware is not at least trying to get it out. He could make it take longer. He could draw those people into a machine gun.
Yeah, he's not even backing it up.
Well, it has locked up 3 rifle squads, and that's kind of an advantage in and of itself. I don't know if it's worth the vet on the rifle squad, but...
One rifle squad got vet 1 from that. He's got green cover against an MG42.
Yeah, but he can't get up to the wall. The one squad that was at the wall is suppressed.
Oh! And we have infantry company from the Americans.
He has the...
105s.
The MG got out, which is good. A lot of battles revolve around being able to take out that MG42, which, despite being a T1 unit, tends to be pretty durable throughout the entire game.
He's going for the medics.
Killing a medic. Look at the pools of blood on the ground. It's a pool of blood. Greyhound's out.
So if he can crack that area with the bunker, that's going to be pretty much the game. But there's a lot there.
I don't know.
He doesn't have any appreciable AT right now. What is he building from the Sturm Armory?
Probably a Gessie, I would figure.
No, it's another Puma.
Really?
But the Puma can act as good AT if you upgrade it.
No. Okay.
Against lighter vehicles.
Well, that's
And
exactly
he just got some
He
Shreks
does,
on
yeah, he does have Shreks.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so he does.
Those Gren squads he got are now Shrek squads.
And that is an unupgraded M8. I don't see skirts in it, yeah, so I mean a Shrek will do a lot of damage.
Not enough munitions for the machine gun, but probably wouldn't want it anyways. Seeing how much AT is already on the field. And can be built from T3.
Another Gren squad just came out.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if Ware started betting up the infantry blob pretty soon here. He has certainly enough squads to make it effective.
For the Fatherland is defensive, I'm pretty sure. So he can reinforce off... Yeah, he can. Okay.
Yep.
So he's reinforcing off of his bunker. That's nice.
Is he upgrading that Puma?
Let's take a look.
He's not, actually. I think he's just going to depend on his Shreks to do the AT. But if this M8 continues to move forward, it could be pretty
fairly
easy
conservative
battle.
strategy. He's just going to use the Puma to kite and keep Rifleman at bay. Use the Shrek to kind of scare the M8 away. Right here, it's kind of a little bit reckless. He backs up into the rifle blob. I guess he assumed that there weren't any stickies, but if he had been wrong, then Puma would die. It's a little bit of a risk.
Grens are pop. Okay, the M8 has skirts, so it'll take 3 Panzerschreck hits to kill it. Maybe 4 if he's lucky.
3 direct hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm a little surprised that the M8 is remaining to fight the Shrek in the house. I mean, anywhere else on the map, there would be nothing that could oppose it, but it continues to fire at the house. Yeah, the one house in the map with the Shrek in it.
That is kind of unlike Sweix, isn't it? Oh, Pack is out. We have T2 from... Yeah, I missed the T2 building.
Back tech to T2.
So we've got all 3 tiers.
And he is running the pack up forward next to the house.
Yeah.
Wu is looking
That's
good,
a fairly aggressively placed pack.
Mm-hmm. I think he's looking to catch the M8 when it runs around.
He probably will. There's stickies.
Now, does he have the Puma there as bait, or is rear facing the Americans?
Could be.
Big rifle squad action going on, though. Rifles engaging a Puma and an MG, which is not a very good battle for them.
57mm from the Americans now.
Yeah, Puma's already running away a little bit.
As long as it stays behind those buildings, it should be pretty safe from that 57. Unless it stays out in the open here like it's doing. You shouldn't have any problems. It never ceases to amaze me how, in Company of Heroes, I mean, a large army, you have 10 units, 12 units, and it still takes just so much micromanagement to keep them in line. Man, this bar squad in the building is holding out for so long. And that grenade's gonna mess him up.
Where grenades never miss.
Yeah, they don't seem to overthrow, and even though their area of effect is smaller, I think their damage in that area is larger. I could be wrong, it just kind of feels that way. We're gonna have another Gren squad coming out, by the way.
Now, why isn't the Wehrmacht going and capping the one VP off to the left? That he has to know it's not defended. If he had a single unit, he could at least stabilize his...
Well, he's going right now, actually.
I think that's kind of the key, Nick. He doesn't really have a free unit. He hasn't until now, and now he's sending some Volks over there. And the Greyhound, this is good use of the Greyhound.
Did he lose his starting pile?
Oh,
no,
God,
they're
he's
in
got
the
Pios
middle.
here, but they're busy standing around doing nothing. And, anyways, that Greyhound, this is what I think it should be used for. Preventing caps, lurking in the areas of the map where not much is going on.
Base raping? Like this?
Base raping.
Yep, right in.
You're gonna see a Faust or something?
Oh.
Wow, it's gonna base
what a
rape
time
successfully.
to reveal the fact that he has a nab.
A nab. 50 yards away from his Greyhound.
This is a little bit of a mistake here.
There's a Gren squad
Did he
nearby,
land
but
mine
it's-
there? It looked like a prime opportunity to land mine. Well, he did not. And on second thought, it's a good thing he didn't, because it's a risk that he could have blown up his own MA, and there wasn't that much there in the first place.
he should go bag that neb.
I don't know if he saw it. He had to have.
Well, I mean, he can certainly see the fire on the ground. Good fight from
It's such an
Bars.
obnoxious sound. I mean, it's impossible to miss.
Yeah, so it's kind of just the battle of the Grens versus the Bars now. But there is no vet on the Wehrmacht Grens, and that kind of surprises me. Especially since the Wehrmacht has 90 fuel, but I think it's because he's just pumping all his manpower straight into reinforcements.
Well, he's about to have a chance to get veterancy. So the Americans completely backed off the field.
There's some red smoke right here.
That would sure be good.
No, not red smoke.
It's a howitzer.
Look at that. Where's it firing?
It's firing at the medic bunker, of course. You know, on a map this small, though, the neb can pretty well counter the howitzer. Just move your neb around. Howitzer doesn't move, of course. You just need a couple good hits on the howitzer with your neb, and howitzer's gone. So the howitzer's not going to
Surprisingly
dominate this.
accurate, considering there's no sight.
What is? The howitzer?
Yep.